A very good morning, dear teachers, students, and my dear friends. At the very outset, I wish you all a very happy birth anniversary of Babasaheb Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. I thank you all of you, especially our principal, Reverend Father Salvador D'Souza, who has given this opportunity to share my thoughts on this auspicious day. Well, when we talk about message, the person himself is the message. That is Dr. Babasaheb Bhimrao Ambedkar. Whenever I read about him, I am so much inspired by his writings. And to begin with, let me share with you one of his quotes, where he says, तुम अपने आप को किताबों के सामने झुका दो, ये तुम्हारे सामने दुनिया झुका देंगी. Bow down before books, they will make the world bow down before you. Yes, dear friends, these quotes, whenever I read, it gives me a kind of goosebump to begin and to read every day. Sadly, today, all of us are busy in smartphones, mobile, and TV. That almost we have forgotten to take books in our hands. But this great man who said this quote, bow down before books and they will make the world bow down before you. He lived this quote to the full. In spite of all the obstacles and the discrimination that he was not allowed even to enter into school, he went on to acquire 32 degrees. He went on to study in almost all the prestigious universities of the world. Wow, that is great. So much inspiring. Nowadays, people are finding difficult even to acquire 1 degree, but he acquired 32 degrees. My dear friends, this great man is inspiring us to take up readings. Now let me ask you a question. When was the last time that you read a good book? Now think and reflect. This man is giving us so much to learn. He also said that I love the religion which promotes liberty, equality, and fraternity. And no doubt that this great man went on to become the first law minister of our independent India. Yes, dear friends, he also said that educate yourself. Every day educate yourself, because that will bring us success. He told to unite yourself and also agitate for bringing these constitutional virtues in our society of liberty, equality, and fraternity. The great heights, the heights the great men reached and kept were not attained by sudden flight, but they, while their companions slept, they toiled upward day and night. To conclude, let us learn from this great man to study books, to bring equality, fraternity, and liberty in our society. Once again, wishing you all happy birth anniversary of Babasaheb Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar. Jai Bhim, Jai Bharat, Jai Samvidhan.
Babasaheb Ambedkar, the chief architect of the Indian Constitution. Dr. Ambedkar dedicated his life to the cause of the downtrodden in their struggle for equality and justice. Born of humble parents, Bhimrao was the 14th child of an army subedar. From his early years, he suffered the torments of the caste system. Bhimrao had his primary schooling at Dapoli in Konkan district and at Satara. Everywhere he was subjected to the sting of caste discrimination, but he persevered in his quest for learning. The family moved to Bombay. Though burdened by privations, Ambedkar finally moved on from school to college, aided by a scholarship. Exemplary in his studies, conduct and character, Ambedkar won high praise from the principal of the Elphinstone College, from where he graduated in 1912. Sri Sayajirao Gaikwad of Baroda renewed Ambedkar's scholarship. He went to Columbia University in New York. He earned a master's degree in economics and later a doctorate. Back in India, Ambedkar joined the staff of Sydenham College. A short stint of service helped him save money to complete his studies, both in economics and law, in England. Family responsibilities on the one hand, the struggle for emancipation on the other. Undaunted by adversities, Ambedkar, now a barrister, enrolled at the Bombay High Court in 1924. As a member of the Bombay Legislative Assembly, an active public career was already in the making. Ambedkar's life came to be linked with the cause of the depressed classes, who were suffering not only the pangs of hunger, but also the utter misery of humiliation. In his continuous crusade against untouchability, Ambedkar started a series of journals to wage war against the caste system. In a Marathi fortnightly, Bahishkrit Bharat, Ambedkar issued an editorial notice to the Hindu Dharma to reform itself. Among the various appointments Ambedkar held early in his career was that of principal of the Government Law College in Bombay, a tribute to his intellectual caliber. Ambedkar now emerged as the undisputed leader of the depressed classes. To one and all, he became Babasaheb. The area of activities was constantly widening, and in each sphere, Ambedkar brought together a band of dedicated workers to fight for economic and social justice. The Janata, a people's weekly, was established in the same year to advocate social equality. Ambedkar was a delegate to all the 3 sessions of the Round Table Conference in London. Here he demanded separate electorates for the Harijans. The result was the announcement of the Communal Award in August of 1932. Ambedkar, at a public meeting, declared that the shackles of the caste system left no alternative for the sufferers except to walk out of Hinduism. Ambedkar's stature in the political field was steadily growing. He was appointed a member of the Viceroy's Executive Council. He utilized this opportunity to promote the welfare of the depressed classes in various ways. Among benefits that accrued under the new schemes were adequate allocation of central funds for education and reservation of government jobs for the backward classes. In 1945, Babasaheb founded the People's Education Society, which established a number of educational institutions for scheduled caste students. On the national scene, the struggle for independence was entering a final phase. The Cripps mission explored the possibilities of settling the Indian political problem. The mission was a failure, with almost all leaders turning down the proposals. Dr. Ambedkar, representing the depressed classes, also rejected the scheme. Mahatma Gandhi called the Cripps offer a post-dated check. Finally, in 1946, the British Cabinet mission arrived to discuss plans for the transfer of power. An interim government was to be set up and a Constituent Assembly formed to draw up the Constitution of Independent India. Dr. Ambedkar was elected to the Constituent Assembly from Bengal. In August of 1947, the Constituent Assembly set up a drafting committee to draw up the Constitution, with Law Minister Ambedkar as chairman. The Constituent Assembly passed the Constitution of India after 3 readings. The Republic of India had Dr. Ambedkar as the first Law Minister. As Union Law Minister, Dr. Ambedkar sought to pilot the Hindu Code Bill to ensure uniformity of the law throughout the country and to reform social and religious practices. Failing in this mission, Dr. Ambedkar resigned from the Union Cabinet on September the 27th, 1951. All of the Buddha had retained its special appeal for Babasaheb Ambedkar ever since his formative years. He now turned to the Buddha to seek a new path. 1956 was the 2500th anniversary of the Mahaparinirvan of Lord Buddha. On the 14th of October, the day of Dasera, Ambedkar embraced Buddhism. The years of toil and relentless struggle now made their claim on Babasaheb's health. The end came in Delhi on the 6th of December 1956 at the age of 65.
नमस्कार, माझे नाव सानी लोणके. मी इयत्ता 8वी क मध्ये शिकत आहे. मी आज डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर यांच्यावरती एक कविता सादर करणार आहे. राज्यघटनेचे ते शिल्पकार, स्वप्न केली त्यांनी भारताचे साकार, केले दलितांवर अनेक उपकार, मिळवून दिले त्यांना सन्मान अधिकार. भारताचे होते ते भारतरत्न, म्हणतात त्यांना विश्वरत्न. नमन अशा या महामानवाला, अतंका ज्ञानाच्या सागराला. कार्य होते त्यांचे महान, म्हणून प्रत्येकाला मिळाला सन्मान. जाती भेदभाव मिटून सारे लेखणीच्या सायाने, अस्पृश्यांची पाहून दशा, होती त्यांना नवनिर्मितीची आशा. राष्ट्रप्रेम राष्ट्रनिष्ठा होती त्यांच्यात असीम, म्हणूनच तर आज जयघोष होतो जय भीम जय भीम.
क्रांती सूर्य तू, शिल्पकार तू, भारताचा बोधिसत्व मूक नायका. मोडल्या रूढी त्या परंपरा, दिव्य तेजा तूच सकल न्यायदायका. क्रांती सूर्य तू, शिल्पकार तू, भारताचा बोधिसत्व मूक नायका. मोडल्या रूढी त्या परंपरा, दिव्य तेजा तूच सकल न्यायदायका. जीवन तुझे आम्हास प्रेरणादायी. ही दिशा तुझीच गर्जना गर्जना भीमराया माझा भीमराया भारताचा पाया माझा भीमराया आला उठराया माझा भीमराया स्पर्शिले तू ओंजळीने खुले केले पाणी चौदार तळ्याचे हक्क देऊन माणसाचे केले सोने पीडितांच्या जीवनाचे शिका संघटित व्हा आणि संघर्ष करा शिका संघटित व्हा आणि संघर्ष करा मार्ग प्रगतीचा जावी राहतील भीमराया